You're going to fall. There you go. Oh dear, it's Sunday. Go to church. D major, also I'm getting a lot of trouble from Tammy. You looking for trouble? You looking for trouble? Well, treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel, but love me. Sounds like a tune. Sunday. The Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, and other important American documents. Well, if Stephen were here, he would choose the fifth note because it's an S, G, and A. Why? Stephen George Archer. I was hoping to do some exercises, but I thought I'd better play some keyboard to see if I'm stop. To see if I'm awake. Oh. Hello again. Unicorn says hi. Poor unicorn. You ever met a unicorn in the wild? Well, there's only one, isn't there? Unicorn. You want to play piano? Use your brains. Sorry. Right. So I've only owed 2 pianos. One about £50. 2008 or 9. It's in London. Cost more to get it delivered. £74 to get delivered. So when I was at school, I couldn't own a piano, and at work and whatever, or whenever, C's easy. Why? Because you can practice it on a table. And I personally don't like when people got their hands rigid and just go bash, 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 bash. I just don't find it very interesting. Go to church, Alden. Actually, your children are so beautiful, aren't they? I mean, they all look like you and your husband. I mean, you. I seem to remember one of them's called Rose. Rose is everywhere in this house. There you go. Oh my God. Oh, that's beautiful. Right. So you can practice. And also, C. Add a B. Add a D. Add an F. Add an A. Sorry, I'm tired. Dizzy as well. Stephen, that poor dummy can't wait for you to strengthen it, because I've battered it into young gamers and men over the age of 18, because I don't talk to children, fool. 3,000 times. That's a lot, isn't it? I mean, I presume when you got the Huey and Ralph. Huey! Ralph! Sick emoji. I'm presuming you don't mean like down with the young ethnic people in the projects in 1980s America going, man, that's sick. I've had that. But boys, young men, they say if 1 in 4 people are homosexually inclined and you've got your 3 friends are alright, then it's you. Well, young man, asking your friends to pause so you can look at men's arses is not the most heterosexual thing I've ever heard of. Look, very few people are completely homosexual. Very few people are completely heterosexual. You don't believe me? Go to every man's prison in the world. I know a completely heterosexual girl, but when she was at all-girls school, she went, well, I had to have the best-looking girlfriend. Hey, I mean, it's a competition. If you made a high school musical, exactly like every high school musical or non-musical high school movie in the world, just switch it. Make the jocks gay and the homecoming queen a lesbian. Change nothing. All you make is homosexuality the mainstream, the pop, the most. Why? Why would that happen? In the near future, it was decided by the powers that be. There's too many of you, and we need less people. So encourage homosexuality, there's less babies. That would be a logical reason for some people. Why? 8 billion people. It's a fruit fly experiment. Exponential curve. The war for resources has not only been going on for generations, centuries, but at least now we've got a genius in the White House. A genius is someone who changes society. Whether you like Mr. Trump, President Trump or not, he has definitely changed society. Yes, he is running the government like it's an apprentice TV show. I don't know. None of my business, is it? Do I look like a president? He's openly saying, we need Canada and we need Greenland. Sit easy. You want a hymn? I don't know. Oh, flower of Scotland, when will you see your likes again, that fought and died for your wee bit hill and glen, and stood against him? Edward Longshanks, 1312. Proud Edward's army, and sent them homewards to think again. Yes, after radiation, starvation, and something else. Are you waving at me? Well, this is a giraffe, Katie Giraffe. She represents my mum. She's got a spur dress. It's very important for her to let you know she's got a spur dress. And this is Katie. Katie's a psychopath and can control minds. So there's no point arguing. No. Well, it's a joke, isn't it? Since chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and starvation, my emotions have been supercharged. Well, just for, I get whooshes. Well, it's all right if you're you, but if you're me and you get a whoosh, how much damage do you think I can cause? Hello. Old man. My mum, when she was on what she thought was her deathbed, went, son, if anyone attacks you, well, because people attack me all the time. A friend yesterday said, I wouldn't mess with you, she said. And I said, but people do. For 54 years. They think I'm an easy target. Why? Because I look like a girl to a lot of people. Well, to other people, I look like a Highland warrior, and to other people, I look like a badass. But a lot of people think I look like a girl, even with a long beard. I'm so shaky. Right, so, if you're an old person, yeah, some idiot with the trousers hanging down. Woman, heel. Disembowel them. 2 seconds and you've disemboweled them. And then go to church and say, I'm sorry, God, for 2 seconds of my life. I was weak. But that boy deserved it. He was trying to rob me, rape me. I don't care. Just kill the Yeah, sorry. So my mum was on a deathbed. She said, son, well, people attacked me the night before. In the dark, around the corner from the hospital. There's me walking along like this. 3 youths, about 21. They only know schoolboy violence. Smoking marijuana and bad-mouthing the country, no doubt. No doubt listen to that hip-hop music. Well, I'm trying to be modern. It used to be rap music. Rap! Oh, sorry, that's another one bites the dust. You want We Will Rock You? Right, so it's really easy. It's dancing, right? No, I'm just very good at not moving much. 1, 2. So, we will cock you. I'm not a violent person. I'm a pacifist. But as Judy says, not a piece of piss. Right, so you must all think like a dancer. So you, see? Check your posture. Just spin. But dancing. 1, 2. And use their energy. So someone attacks you, you push them away. Right? Push them. You don't use any energy, just go off. Do one. Yeah? You use their energy. Well, if they're stupid, they come back. Officer, I didn't hit them. They ran into my elbow, my fist, my heels. Never kick above the groin. Why? You'd be off balance. Never be off balance. You're off balance, you lose. Well, the last person that hit me was on a dance floor in Amsterdam last September on the way back from the Himalayas. Went to stay with some friends. I was invited to a get-together, which was handy, so I was buying a kimono. And they said, oh, we're at a friend's house. And they were like 10 metres away, 20 metres away. I was sat on a bench, talking to a really nice man. A really good-looking working-class truck driver. And you're all Scotland because of his truck driver. Very beautiful girlfriend, very nice guy. Probably too nice because the girlfriend was fed up with being nice to people. I said, do you mind if I sit on this bench? And the girlfriend went, no, as long as you don't sit on our bench. And the man then started talking to me for half an hour. I think because he was upset that she was a rude. But she wasn't rude. She just wanted to spend time with her man. My balance is terrible. And my memory is even worse. I didn't know the top button was done. I didn't think many buttons were done. Right. So, breathe in. Me breathing. I forget to breathe. What are we doing? All right. So I'm dancing, you know. And this guy punches me. The first thing he said is I'm a Satanist. I went, really? And there was lots of sex workers there, you know, dominatrixes. It was like a lot of dominatrixes there. I don't know. You know, they're just friends. And, well, one of them is a friend. The rest of them were, you know. One dominatrix worked in London, and she's Turkish, and she was thinking of, I think she was Turkish, she was thinking of moving to the Netherlands and working as a living support worker because it pays more than working as a dominatrix. I don't know. They don't pay for anything. No, not really. They're just friends. I met them in the hallway of a friend's apartment building. And it turned out they were friends of my friends. It turned out she was with my friends. I said, you could have told me that 10 minutes ago. She could have even get a word in edgeway, Desmond. That was good, that's true, I didn't breathe. It's always nice when someone looks you in the eyes in a lift and then starts talking to you. And you're like going, it's been 10 minutes and they're still there with a four-pack of beer. Right, so the Satanist, yeah. A lovely Turkish wife, actually. She was, she's the flower of the Bildia farm, flower, finest flower. And so he punched me. I went, don't do that. Punch me again. I said no! Punch me again. I took his 2 fingers with this hand and I span ever so quickly and elegantly. He went round twice. His beer spilt twice as he went round. And then, so I still got hold of his hand. He was so drunk and he went with it, so he didn't break his arms. No, they've done it before. It's all, what's the word? Instinct. And then, so he's now turned round. Thankfully, it's all dominatrixes, so no one gives a shit that someone's just been, you know, probably taking notes. And then I just went like that with my hand. That's all I did. And he was like, ah! At which point, presumably a professional sex worker went and got a mop. There was no panic, there was no alarm, there was nothing. It was like it never happened. The girl came, she cleaned it up, she was used to cleaning up mess, and he was, the wife was extremely apologetic and said, eventually, I said, well, he kept hitting me, and I said, you can't hit me because a bone might disintegrate. But as I said to my friend yesterday, my instincts, my mum, because so these 3 jokers smoking marijuana in the dark place near the hospital, and they, you know, what are you looking at? And I thought, well, I can't run very fast. So I got my walking stick, span it round them, and I am a kung fu master and I will kill you. And they ran away. When they were 100, 200 metres away, they started screaming, yah-boo, yah-boo. And I thought, well, I was already on the phone to the police. Sorry, I've just been assaulted by 3 young men smoking marijuana around the Tesco's in the dark part of the hospital. Next day, Mum said, son, if anyone attacks you, it could kill you. She says, so kill them. I spent my whole life turning the other cheek. My version of turning the other cheek is scaring you. Been scaring people all my life. Yeah. Why? Well, who wants to get involved in violence? Anyway, my brother, when I was young, I grew up in a very rough 1970s coal mining village. Michael taught block, shit. He also said you could never be You never have too few weapons in a war. And Michael also said, never get involved in violence and avoid it at all costs. But if there's no other option. So Mum said, if anyone attacks your son, it's an attack on your life. For the first time in your life, I am telling you that defend yourself. She said, kill them. And she said, do it quickly because you're only good for 90 seconds. Yeah. So it's We Will Rock You. Block, block, kill. 3 lessons for gender-critical feminists, transsexuals, and women. No children, sorry. Bye. What? My stories are for adults. Why? Because you've forgotten what it was like to play. Not you, Elgin. Elgin's one of the best.